Hey everybody, I just completed level 70 trial for the very first time, and that was really cool. I'm super excited. As you can see right here, it says it's recommended, but then there's a check mark. Then when I go to the endless trial, level 70 is all done. I am going to get first time rewards, and I wanted to claim the loot together. So if it's your first time here, my name is BearCozy. I strive to make not only entertaining, but also educational content. I like to share my progress, my successes, and my failures, because for me, the fun is in progression, and that is what I really enjoy. I like to work on something like this, for example. I like to start working on something like this and continually progress and get better and better as I go. And I like to record my progress and share my thoughts as I'm going along. And right now, this is the very first time I cleared level 70. Now, level 60, I have been farming quite some time on auto. That is fairly easy, and I found a very nice groove where I could just set it and kind of forget it and blow through it in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, it's all done. But level 70 is a little bit of a challenge, and I got stuck on the last boss. So that is what I want to talk about. If you're struggling on level 70, we're going to go ahead and claim this together. And then I want to talk a little bit about what I did when I got stuck, where I got stuck, and some of the key things that helped me through it. You know how we do it. Let's go ahead and do our daily summons. I usually like to record my daily summons. Sometimes they don't make it in the video when the video gets too long. Every day we get a free summon. Now as you can see, my mercy is reset right now. I just recently pulled, what the heck did I pull not too long ago? I pulled not too long ago, I pulled Opal. That was awesome. We barely made it. I think I had 3 shards left, and that was because I stretched it out through the full week for the Opal summoning event. And I ended up popping a few free daily summons, so that just barely got me to it. So let's go ahead and summon this one, see what we get. Charles is actually not too bad. Charles is pretty good. You can use him. Jonathan's a little better. He's an epic, but you can use Charles. I want to go ahead and pop one more, see what that gives us. Sometimes we get really good epics or really good Legos on randoms, like the 2 Ganglos that I pulled off of random shards. This one is, of course, an elite. That's not too good. Yeah, this guy I don't really care about, but Charles isn't too bad. Alright, so check this out. I took a screenshot of this. I have tried to clear level 70 a few times, and I always get stuck on the last boss. So when I originally started out, this is what I'm looking for. Very first thing I'm looking for is some kind of a speed boost on level 70. You don't need it on level 60 if your heroes are fast enough. I guess you don't need it on level 70 if your heroes are really fast. Mine are not really fast. Mine are all about 130 to 140. So the first thing I'm looking for is the Onyx Sword, which is the plus 20 speed, or any kind of a speed boost. And that really helps me so I don't have to use Winstrix. If I cannot get myself a speed boost, I end up using Winstrix to help my team go first so they don't take a lot of unnecessary damage in the beginning. Alright, the next thing that really helps me is actually the Soul Chaser Blade. When attacking a single target, there's a 20% chance to attack again. This works really well, of course, with any single target damage dealers, and it works really well with Nathalia, because Nathalia is a single target damage dealer, even though she does hit multiple enemies. So her being a single target damage dealer, Soul Chaser Blade is very good. Any ally attack, any joint attack is very good as well. And I typically look for things like this. There's also one more event that is not an artifact, but it is an event that only lasts for 3 turns. And that one has, I believe that one is very similar to this one. It has 20% chance to proc single target attacks again. And then there's another artifact as well. When enemy is killed, it procs an extra attack. So this is exactly what I look for. Anytime you can get any extra chance to attack again, that is what I'm really looking for in Endless Trials, especially level 70. If you manage to get through Endless Trial level 70, floors 1 and 2, floor 3 is actually, this is the boss. There is usually one more. He died. I took a screenshot of this a little bit later, but I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to clear it. And then when I saw that I was going to be able to clear it, I ended up taking a screenshot. Now this is kind of cool. This is the team that I used. Blackhorn is a recruit. As you know, I don't have Blackhorn. Santis is mine, Gangelo is mine, Hakron is mine. But you can also recruit Blackhorn, you can also recruit Gangelo, and there are lots of other options. I've had Evelyn first on many times, so that is really cool. And the team that worked for me was this poison team. Now, I did not pick up any poison artifacts. You can get poison artifacts. And Santis has 0 ascensions, so that would have been a lot easier if her trait was active, which it was not. Now, as I've mentioned, this is the last boss in Endless Trial, level 70 on floor 3, and I've gotten stuck on them many times, specifically because of the Unshakable passive. So when you hit those enemy teams, when you hit Hazel and what's his face in the back, I can't remember the guy's name in the back, but when you hit the 3 dwarves that are there, they all have unshakable passives, which means they don't take as much damage as you're dishing out, and one of them heals. So I've tried to take this boss down many times, and I could not out damage him. I've tried using Luna Melisa, I've tried using a few other heroes, I've tried using the taunt option, and I've tried using the nuke option, and nothing worked. The team that worked for me was a slow and steady poison team. Blackhorn is a recruit since I don't have him, so that was really cool. I recruited him when I went alone, and I find the key to success is recruiting the heroes that you will need, or at least the heroes that you would like and the heroes that you're missing. In this team, I went Hackrin into Gangelo, Blackhorn, and then Santis, and we actually tried to do the slow and steady route, keep everybody fully alive, give them max HP. Nobody was taunted, so it did get a little hairy, but it seems like the poisons did really well. And even though Santis is not ascended at all, and that would have helped if her trait was active, but her special was actually very useful in transferring the poisons. If you don't know, Santis' special transfers poisons from one enemy to another, so I focused on stacking poisons on one enemy, and then when he had a ton of poisons, when he had about 15 stacks, I ended up transferring. He had a full bar. I wish I took a picture of it. When he had a full bar of poisons, Santis actually ended up transferring that, and then I did the same with the other one. When the special was up, I ended up transferring it to Hazel, and that was very nice. And that's what got me the victory in Endless Trial, level 70, and through this boss. Hey, you're still watching the video. That means you're enjoying the content. And if you're enjoying the content, that means somebody else will also. Click the subscribe button below and help this video reach more people so they can enjoy it as well. So as you can see, I cleared level 70. I wanted to go ahead and get the loot together. It is first time loot, and I wanted to help anybody that was struggling. 600 trial tokens, 300 diamonds, and 5 special gear charms. That is amazing. Now, as I've mentioned, I wanted to claim this together, and I wanted to talk a little bit about it and help anybody that I could, anybody that is struggling in Endless Trial, specifically level 70. Now, of course, gear does play a major role in this, but gear is not everything. Synergy has a lot to do with it as well, and that is exactly why when I failed a few times with a nuke team, then I tried a taunt team, try to keep the enemy locked up, keep them taunted, keep them stunned, and that didn't work. That is why I switched to a slow and steady poison team. So if you have a nice poison team, you don't need Gangelo, but he does help a lot. If you have a nice poison team for Queen of Tides, you can actually use the poison team on the last bosses on every floor, and that will help out. Just make sure you bring a good healer. Bring Hackrin if you need to. Bring a good healer for enough survivability and sustainability, and that should do it. One thing that I want to do is I want to look at the bartenders. Since I just cleared Endless Trial, by the way, I really enjoy running Endless Trial. I don't know about you guys. I enjoy it. It's fairly easy. I don't necessarily enjoy level 70. It feels like too much work, but I did clear it. I got the first time rewards, as you've seen. I got a bunch of trial tokens, which is awesome. And as you can see, I am closing in on another Awaken Soul Arcana. I have 2,569 trial tokens. This one is only 3,000, and that is going to be really cool. I still have 2 more left over. So after I buy this one, as you can see, owned 2. After I buy this one in the next couple of days, I'm going to have 3. About a week or so ago, I had 4. I made a video on how I got 4 Awaken Soul Arcanas in about 12 days. That was awesome. Some of those came from Endless Trial. Some of those came from events. And if you feel like watching that full video, I'll put the link up right there. I'll put the screenshot right up on the screen. That is the thumbnail. Feel free to check that out. And if we look at the arena shop, I also have the Hierarchy Arcana, which is the legendary. And it only costs 2,000, and I'm closing in on 3,000. So I am going to be buying this on camera together. We're going to have to figure out which hero to use this on. That is going to be awesome. And then, of course, I'm halfway to another one. So I'm going to work on getting another one. So I can probably use this on any legendary that I have, and then not too long after that, we're going to be buying ourselves another one. So if we look at our roster, I want to go look at my roster, look at the legendaries, and I want to get all of your input on which legendary you think that I should use the legendary Arcana. And then, of course, I'm going to be buying myself a secondary Arcana, and then we're going to hopefully activate somebody's trait. So right now, I have 10 legendary heroes. Gangelo, Sierra, I have Evira, who is not built. I don't think she's geared at all. She does not have any gear. She has glyphs, no gear. I have Brand Mountain King, no ascensions. I do have Cyrus. Cyrus was a fusion. Garel, I actually got lucky, and I pulled him from a random shard, so that was awesome. I tried for him during the enhanced summoning event, and I could not get him. And then about a couple of days later, I got lucky. Hydrisia could be a good one to do since she's actually 3 stars ascended. Somehow, some way, I pulled multiple copies of Hydrisia. And I do have Opal, so I'm wondering if maybe, I haven't leveled her yet. Hero promotion is coming up very, very soon. I'm wondering if she should be the one to get the traits. Now, I don't know, is her trait on A2? It is not. Her trait is on A5, which is really, really bad. But that only gives a speed up 2 for 1 turn when under 50% health. So I feel like that is probably not worth it going that far. And it will probably mess up the rotation with the buffs. So that may not be worth it. I do have Hector. I just got Hector from the Magic Pass. He's pretty cool. By the way, Hector, Evira, Hydrisia, and Brand came from the Magic Pass. So if you're not getting the Magic Pass, you should. And then Lizard Boy over here. Lizard Boy came. He was my 100% Mercy. He was my full guaranteed Lego after 100 shards in full Mercy. So not too happy about him. I'm not even sure if he's good. I'm not planning on building him. I think right now if I was going to use a Legendary Arcana, it would probably be on Sierra to get her A2 Ascended because I'm super, super close. But I want your input. What I'm trying to say is I want your input. Let me know who you think I should use the Legendary Arcanas on. And whoever we use it on, the second one will go on most likely probably sometime a week later or somewhere there after I get enough. I am halfway already. If we go back and look to the bartender, I am already halfway to my next one, my next Legendary Arcana, which is the Hierarchy. As you can see, I'm almost at 3,000, and I am going to need 4,000 for 2 after I purchase one. So leave me a comment down below. Let me know who you want me to use, who you think I should use the Legendary Arcanas on for my Legendaries. There are my Legendaries. There is my very small roster. Garel might be a really good one. I am using him in Topa. I am liking him. He does a lot of damage. He does a lot of damage in Clan Boss as well. So, and again, that is unfortunate. Garel is actually all the way to 5. That is going to take forever. So maybe not. I don't know. Leave me a comment down below. I will read all of your comments. I will do my best to respond. If you have not subscribed, hit the subscribe button down below. Also hit the thumbs up to help me grow the YouTube channel. I thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.